And he jumped off the
And
tree.
he jumped off the tree for it because it's on a...
So my front wheel... And
Made the best decision for him.
So the funny part of the story is we saw one couple, really liked them. Ended up going with another couple because something happened. That couple adopted a different kid.
baby.
Named him Sam. His name was also Sam Weiss.
So they're both
and
Sam
him
Weiss.
and Sam Weiss
What?
were in class together.
What?
Oh
Yes.
yeah. So my son would oftentimes
What is the coincidence of that?
I don't.
1 in fucking 60
Weird.
billion? Are you
Both named
fucking
Weiss. They were
I'm
not
serious.
related in
Lottery
any way,
ticket.
shape, or form. So it's two separate families. They were not related
What?
at all.
Yeah.
And they ended up with the same.
That is
same kid name.
bizarre.
Oh yeah, real bizarre.
Yeah, my neck, my chest, and my face turns bright red. So I
From
chose
all alcohol or just
select
certain
all
things?
select ones.
Okay.
Like Fireball, obviously
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
have that one at all because that was when we.
What is
first,
it? Just whiskey or
It might be just whiskey. I don't know because I've drank like the.
they feel like you should do some research?
well,
Yeah.
I need you to experiment with some alcohol.
Basically, there was a woodchuck up by our house,
Big one.
a really big one, and he like was able to go into the shop and get our air rifle. I don't know,
Yep.
BB gun,
Yeah.
air rifle, or whatever, and he loaded it. And the woodchuck slowly went out to the tree fort, which was like across the driveway. We have a bigger
Yeah.
driveway, and he shot the woodchuck from the front end of a vehicle.
And he jumped off the
And
tree.
he jumped
for it.
off the tree fort because it's on a
Which
like,
is
this-
very
It's
high.
a ledge, so like there's a drop off. Yeah, literally. The
Yeah, I
tree
was
fort
like,
is on
holy
a
cow, man.
He's just like, fuck this, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm going out on my terms, motherfucker.
So I seen the lady behind me slow down. And apparently I cut into instead of trying to make it on the roadway,
Yeah.
I tried to go that way. She said I had my front wheel off the ground.
Oh.
So my
Wheelied onto
front
the
wheel wheelied onto the road, but when my back had hit that lip is kind of what took me out. Yeah, no.
Multiple people stopped.
Dude, the
Multiple
way-
people called 911.
The
A
way,
woman held my head between her thighs, and I
this
was
is what we've been
bleeding
told.
out. Yep. And she held my head until an officer, they were about ready to send me. An officer had a TheraBand. What is that called? Workout TheraBand. Because he hurt his
Oh
forearm.
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
And it's
What is
like
that
a-
called? A tourniquet.
No.
Tourniquet.
No?
He kind of was working his arm because
Oh.
he had a
Probably had
damage.
some kind of
own
medical
arm.
No, he had to strap something to use it. They actually put that around my head after a woman had held me between her thighs for a long time.
Fucker's on.
Right now, she makes me wear a helmet, and they want me to wear a helmet for a year.
Because you're
Well,
not allowed to have another brain injury.
We'll see what
You're not
happens.
allowed.
We'll see what happens
One
after.
done.
You're limited. No more brain injuries.
Well,
for
one
that
day I forgot, I
And you
think,
did crash
and
into
my
your bike.
daughter tattled on me.
Well, and no,
No.
I said, did you put your helmet on? You're like, I don't know, I don't think so. And I was like, you tattled on your own self.
Okay.
Right.
I had probably been off of good drugs for like a day, and they were wheeling me through, and a guy was like, hey, how are you? I'm like, I'm leaving this place. And he's like, what are
You're
you
like, fuck
doing?
this place, I'm out.
I'm like, as soon as I'm done with this meeting, I'm calling a bunch of alpha steroid dudes I know.
soon as I'm done with this meeting.
They're gonna come here and get me, and I'm gonna go home. And he was like, well, I'm your doctor, and I was hoping to meet with you tomorrow. I'm like, I won't be here tomorrow.
So, let's talk about Sam.
Oh,
a
my
little
son.
Yes. So, you had a child. We've already kind of touched on the subject. You had a baby, or you and your
Well,
girlfriend had
we-
a child when you were
I wasn't 21 yet.
You were young.
Yep. And we went through a David Radis out of Vegas. Very high end.
Was he out of Vegas or was he out of Los?
Or
LA.
Los Angeles. Very high end lawyer. Primarily did adoptions, the high end people.
So how long were you with the girlfriend prior to her having the baby?
Probably on and off for a year.
Okay.
Probably.
So it wasn't like just a one night stand. You were in a relationship with this girl.
Yep. Kind of on and off-ish.
Okay.
Yep.
And so you guys came mutually, obviously, to an agreement that you were gonna the best for the baby.
We started from David Radis visiting other people for Brazilians.
Okay.
And we went to Vancouver and Kentucky to a ranch. I mean, these are bazillionaires.
You literally went there?
Oh, yeah.
They seeked out
many of
David Radis because he was a adoption attorney for the millionaires.
We also knew that he was blonde hair, blue eyed, because she was and I was, and that was very sought after at that time.
Well, I remember seeing the video of his birth.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
Yeah. You put it on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, actually, his dad. So we went through many families, like looking at through them. We thought about one, and they ended up not working out briefly.
Yeah.
So actually, David Radis, after we said no, like, let's say 8 or 9 times, 10, 11 times, I don't even know.
Sure.
We were like, maybe, like, we kind of liked that couple. Well, then they weren't ready.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't anything we'd done, just them together. So then we were like, well, I don't know what to do. You know, most of them were like very judgy in a way. So a lot of them would
try to flaunt that they're rich.
A lot of them would flaunt. Yep. Which me, I was like, man, this is great. But but the girl I was with knew better.
So how did you find this attorney?
We found him off the Yellow Pages and St. Cloud.
Really?
Everyone's like, what the fuck is the Yellow?
Nope, he's from LA.
Old
okay.
Yep,
Google.
and he's old school and
Just the photo.
The original
only
fucking
rented
How is
Google
he in the
phone
Yellow
book.
Pages in St. Cloud?
I don't have a clue, tell ya.
That is funny.
So we then met with David Weiss, who at the time I think had created Rugrats.
And All Dogs Go to
And
Heaven.
All Dogs Go to
He's a
Heaven.
co-writer.
And he was on multiple
he's a
movies.
writer.
He is, yep. I think he was the vice president of the Writers Guild at one time.
Okay.
So he's
Out of
high end.
Hollywood.
Yep. So we met with him, and don't quote me, David, if you see it.
Yeah.
I very much like the guy,
Yeah,
very
David's
much,
amazing. He's
and his mom and whatever. But he showed up with like a 1985 BMW,
Okay.
In the
stick
early-
shift.
or late 90s.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah.
Yeah,
an
so
older
I'm
car,
like,
older
I'm like,
car,
oh my
90s.
God, everybody else sent us drivers and.
Yeah.
But
Brand
this
new
guy
vehicles.
got out of the car and talked to me, and I was like, something's right there. So we went out to dinner, and that was the next day was the last showing of the Seinfeld show. So we couldn't meet
So
the next night
Spielberg's-
because he had to watch it. Had to.
Okay.
And which was cool. And, you
So
know,
just so you're aware, Sam grew up Jewish. So David is Jewish.
Okay.
And
well,
so-
no, at the time he was Christian.
Okay, he was Christian.
Yep. He had been transitioning and now he's back to
Judaism.
Judaism. And I don't know much about
Sure.
it, but he's a great dude.
Yeah.
So then
This is his father.
his father,
His-
yeah.
his dad.
Adopted.
And his mom name was Erin.
Okay.
And they were great people. And they adopted a girl maybe a year
I think it was
earlier.
a year or so.
Year or
before.
so earlier.
Oh, okay.
Who was also blonde hair.
Okay.
So we're like, yeah, it might kind of work, you know? So they met with us and we went to like a regular cafe and we hung out and
He was down to earth, basically.
these other people brought us to extravagant places.
Sure. And he
And
just
this
brought you
guy
to like
was
a normal
worth
spot.
millions and took us to regular stuff.
So that's what he does. Is or used to do. He was a writer.
He's
Yep.
still like writing.
He
and
does.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Wrote Trek 2.
No
Are we
shit.
there yet? He's
There's
got
a lot of movies,
probably
like, if you look 'em up
dozens
on
of
the
movies.
internet,
I've, like, seen
there's
all
a
these.
lot
I'm
of
just
things
like,
that he
fuck.
had
Yeah,
his
dozens
hands
of
in.
movies.
That's pretty cool.
And what's really great is like I am kind of friends with them. So as Sam was growing, there was more than a few times that I wrote
Reached out.
him, and I'm like, it's time to get an update. And my God, did he put together updates with pictures?
So it was not a-
periodically throughout Sam's life, you were being updated.
I was.
Was
it
Sam
wasn't-
being updated?
So
No,
it was
not
not,
at all.
an open adoption. It was they could write and get updates from his parents.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Sam grew up knowing he was adopted.
Right.
He
Yeah.
always knew he was adopted. He's
Yes.
like, I know I'm adopted. Eventually I get to meet my parents. And that was kind of the agreement.
The
that
agreement.
once he turned 18, he would meet his parents.
Yep.
So, and that's,
Now, so did Sam meet his mother?
yes.
So Sam did meet his mom. That's kind of a different story. I think.
Okay.
Like,
But he came and met us.
I remember that.
And I never had a messenger.
So he
So-
was new to Facebook at the time, and David reached out to him, and we had just gotten back from our trip from 4th of July that year, and it was Monday morning, and he was like, comes out of the bathroom, he's like, I got a message, I don't know how to look at it. I don't even know if I lost it, I don't know, but it's from David. And I was like, okay, just give me a minute, I'll find it for you. And so,
It's in the cloud. I don't know where the fuck it is.
so I found the message, and we were able to read it, and they were in Minnesota meeting Sam's
In a couple days.
No, they were
Oh,
already in
they're already
Minnesota.
there? Okay.
meeting
Sam's
Sam's mom. That was the original trip, was to come out and meet Sam's mom.
Gotcha.
And they reached out to us or him and was like, hey, like we have a spare day. Can we meet you? And he was like, hell yeah. So
Absolutely.
the next day,
Nice.
I
they
met him at Denny's in Otsego.
and you
And
were there for
the
hours.
parents met me, and he was in a booth.
A booth, yep.
And then they stayed there.
Yep.
And I sat at the booth and met my son.
Yeah.
And he bought me breakfast.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
That's a baller move.
And there's no denying this kid isn't his.
No, he
Oh
looked
my God,
quite-
exactly like
Really?
that. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
yeah. But he was able, they met for so long at Denny's. He was like, well, why don't you just come home and meet the rest of the family?
Right.
And
So they did.
They did. And I came home with Colton. Colton was probably like 2 or something.
Yeah.
at the
Did
time.
Colton know? Well, he was only 2 at the
Yeah,
time?
he was only
Okay.
2.
All right. So he didn't really understand it.
But we hung
That's
out
fucking
for
badass.
many hours.
Yeah, here's your brother. Well,
Yeah,
and
we
Haley,
hung
she met
out
him
for
too.
many,
Yeah.
many hours. And
That's
then they're
crazy.
like, well, we have to go.
You're
You
like,
guys
"Ah,
want to
fuck."
come with us?
Yeah, so
And
we
we're like,
Because you were cleaning for me at the time.
Yeah.
When all this
Yeah.
happened.
Yes.
You were telling me, like, this
Yeah.
is going to happen.
so we went to Mall of America and hung out. And at the time, they had Rugrat rides.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the guy who created, my son is a Rugrat.
he's a
My son is
So
the
that
baby
Dude, that dude
Rugrat.
wrote basically the.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
that is
Fuck.
My
cool.
son is,
Which one? I
I don't
used to
know.
I don't know, I
roast
didn't
fucking
watch the
Rugrats.
yeah, it's the baby one
Oh,
with
yeah.
like 3
Three
strands.
strands
of
of
hair.
hair. I
The
love
That's
gin
my
and juice,
son.
baby.
Yeah. So
Shit.
we went there, and I'm like, I need
He
a
was
picture
taking a
with you
so he
at the Rugrats
Rugrats.
thing.
He was
Yeah.
taking a selfie of himself. So David was taking a selfie of him at the Rugrats bumper cars or something.
Yeah.
And Chris is taking a picture of him taking a picture of himself.
awesome.
But we hung out, we had dinner.
Well, I'm sure
and-
he's making money off of that.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
maybe,
yeah.
not a lot, but
Royalties, I'm
Small,
sure.
small royalties probably.
Just
well,
a little
and
bit.
royalties with cartoons aren't that much.
Oh, really? Even if you're
Yep.
the creator of them?
Not as much.
Hmm.
Yep. To actually be a person that's on video, you'll make money the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But cartoons, not so much.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and that's what I learned.
Yeah, we
Hanging out with
basically
them.
that was the day we continued. Well, obviously, Yeah, it's been a long journey.
So then
Sam.
we told him, "You're welcome to come whenever."
Yeah.
And he came and visited.
Like 2 months later, he came
Oh.
back. So he had graduated high school.
Where does he live now then?
So he lives in Los Angeles, LA area. Basically, Sam came out and visited us a few months later, and he took a gap year where he went to Israel and spent a year in Israel.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then he.
Well, when I met him, don't quote me, but I think 28 countries he'd been in by the time he was 18.
Countries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I've barely been in 28 fucking states.
Me too.
I think I've been that. But anyways.
I mean, I have from trucking, but yeah.
But yeah, so he like spent a year in Israel and he came back and then he came and visited us multiple times and he actually just got married this last year in August.
Yeah,
He got married here.
No shit.
Minnesota.
So everybody
That's fucking
traveled.
badass.
Yeah. And
know
everybody traveled here.
So his
Really?
wife
Yeah.
is from Wisconsin, Green Bay area.
Oh, okay.
So they had
Is that why
family-
they kind of decided middle ground kind of
She
deal?
had moved out to LA to do school and they met out there and
Right.
I don't know why they planned the wedding in Minnesota.
Where was it at in Minnesota?
Ham Lake.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the
And
place.
they were funny about it
Beautiful,
because
though.
they were getting married in Ham Lake and he was Jewish.
Oh yeah. Good for you.
We're making everybody come to Ham Lake.
That was funny.
But yeah, so her family's from Green Bay area. Her mom and dad had recently moved to Kansas City,
I couldn't fly
and he couldn't
because
fly
of the
'cause he had
accident. Yeah.
But this had been already in motion prior to the accident. Like they came out a month before his accident and started doing all the wedding venue sites and stuff like that.
Yep.
But
Yeah, I thought you guys went out to California.
no, it was here in
That's
Minnesota.
crazy.
It was
Awesome.
beautiful.
Yeah, and David came
David,
from Japan.
David's been living in Japan for a few years, and he came from Japan
Yep.
to have the wedding here. So we had everybody.
David's the adopted
Yep,
dad.
David Weiss.
So basically, we had people from Japan, from New York. I think there was people from Green Bay, Milwaukee. Like everybody came to Minnesota, and we were like, "This is crazy that they're coming to our state." to
is,
celebrate."
right?
Like,
Well,
and then they're like,
fucking
these
winning.
Well, if you think about it, like when you plan an excursion out, like you go to LA and you think, oh, it's only so far from LA to there. In reality, it's an hour drive.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of what they were like, oh, it's only going to be a 15-minute drive from Minneapolis to Ham Lake.
What was wild too is seeing his family and being like looks, which I'm not as tied to that, I think, but his family that raised them and his uncles that have been around are super closely tied to him.
Right.
And then to see another guy that kind of looks like him, so a lot of people talk to me and were very excited to meet me. And I was like, well, hello, I've never met you.
Yeah, and that's the experience I had too, because I had never met anybody outside of David and the family.
Right.
So like meeting everybody, they're like, oh my God, we're so happy to be here. I'm so happy.
Very
How
cool.
was the
awesome.
adoptive sister, the one they adopted before?
I don't think I've ever met her.
Hannah. Yep.
Hannah,
Hannah.
because I'm
Yeah.
so Jewish.
She wasn't
Hannah.
there?
She was not there.
Oh.
There
Yeah.
was a situation that happened, and
gonna
a
show
few people have not. A
You
few people
wanna
didn't
see
come to
what
the
he
wedding.
looks like. That's him.
Holy shit.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
This is Haley.
No denying.
Just spitting fucking image.
We were-
Send that
show
to
him
Chrissy
I
so she
wasn't
can
going
put
on
that up.
Mari.
Yeah. Yeah,
Go
right.
on Mari
I
public
ain't wasting
show.
the $500 for the DNA test.
When we actually put this footage together, I'll want some pictures. On
Yeah,
this.
I didn't have much.
Oh,
there.
shit.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, his dad
That's
took a
fucking
video
crazy.
of the birthing.
Yeah.
Not
And
the birthing, did he?
maybe not the actual birthing, but after the birthing, which is pretty close. Like I held my boy.
Yeah.
And you
That's
can
the
see
video I
my
seen.
yeah, you can see
Yeah.
my tears
Yeah.
and like
Because you,
Uh,
I believe you must have posted it on Facebook a while
yeah,
back.
this is the
Yeah.
my last time
Yeah.
to touch my boy,
Yeah.
Because in the state
and
of California, you have to physically hand over.
we had to give
Oh.
physical
Really?
rights over, yeah. Yeah.
So he
No
actually
kidding.
had to like hold his son and hand him off.
I didn't
Like,
say a
give-
legal thing
Yeah,
or
it was
whatnot.
legal.
Interesting.
yeah.
Is it still that way?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't plan on finding out.
I wouldn't expect that somebody else would have the results I did. You know
Yeah, we
what I
had an
mean? I
amazing
don't think
situation.
you would always
Yeah, it sounds
have
like the
those
best
results.
case scenario.
Well, and I think
That's
for as
amazing.
young
Yeah.
as you were and your girlfriend was at the time, Sam's mom, you guys played it right. Like you
Yeah.
really did.
Oh,
You
yeah.
took the time, like you said, you sought out.
Shit, who
you know,
thinks
the
of that shit or
best. I
does
don't
that
know,
at
right?
I would have been like, I wouldn't have known the first thing to do at that fucking age.
She did.
She
Yeah.
did most of it.
Yeah, to be completely honest, I didn't have a lot to
Well, I mean,
contribute, but
It was her
she did.
Yeah.
And there was places that we went to and they like, oh, well, you wouldn't be a good mom because you can't, have $8 million or whatever it
Right.
was. And me, I was like, yeah. And then go home with her and I'm like, yeah, you're right. You know what I mean?
So did you guys, you and the mom, did you break up shortly after that, or did you stay together for a while?
Well, so I would say after that, I'd probably seen darkest for somebody else. She had pain, not physical pain, but emotional pain for weeks and weeks and weeks.
You think
and
from
weeks.
giving the baby
Oh, yeah.
up?
Oh, yeah. And then me, I wasn't, I don't even know if I'm still apt to make it right. You know what I mean? I don't think there was anything I could do. So we ended up moving on-ish, let's say 9 months.
About later, okay.
And then years later, we hooked up again for a little while, but I don't think it was really, I think she went through a lot.
Sure.
You know?
I mean, that's a huge decision.
I mean, I seen her pregnant and
Give up a child.
give up a
Absolutely.
child.
And,
Yeah, it's
like,
gotta be tough.
I've had lots of conversations with Sam because she doesn't want to be a part of his life. And I, as a mom, and you're a mom, like you grow that child inside of you, you grow a connection to them. And I tried to connect it as you're giving that child away, or it's a death that you have to cope with. And like, yes, she gave him away. And she knows he's alive. She wrote to him every single year.
Oh, yeah.
So to me, I was like, she's probably coping that loss. She lost a child.
Yeah.
And in any mother's eyes, like she lost her son. But her way of coping was writing him a letter every single year, like on his birthday, like, hey, it's your birthday, X, Y, whatever.
Now,
She
was he getting these letters,
So
or
when
was he like, did he get them all at 18?
I think he got them all when he turned
did.
18.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's some of the reason why he was there to see his mom, to meet her, is because she continued the contact. Chris he did keep contact, but it wasn't as
Couple,
often.
yeah.
Not as often as she
Not as
should.
often.
And as a mom, like the hardest part is letting your child go,
Right.
And I seen it from a mom's point of
It's
view.
a selfless.
It's a
I would
selfless
just
act, yeah.
selfless decision.
Well, I've only,
I'm still
well,
too selfish.
I dated a lot of girls, but I only met a few that were very good about showing that you were like loved by them, and her was one of them. I definitely felt very loved by her, and that she also was in love with Sam and wanted the best for him.
She just knew
And-
she couldn't offer it to him.
And I was also convinced from her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You
I
guys definitely, for being so young, definitely sought out the best,
Yeah.
like for
Yeah,
this
no
child.
shit.
Like,
Fuck.
why
you
help?
didn't just drop him off at the Catholic church. and be
Yeah, or
like,
the
good luck.
But at
fire
the time-
station,
Yeah.
just like.
At the time, too, they thought blonde hair, blue eyes. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Well,
they
it's
were,
And they're
California.
rare, and it's
Yeah.
rare. It's
Yeah.
very rare.
yep.
But yeah, Sam grew up a good life.
Oh, yeah.
He's had great opportunities.
Oh,
that
an amazing life. Jesus.
That things that he couldn't have given him, or we couldn't have given him.
Yep.
All we can give him is love and attention.
Fuck, who
and-
could give him that
and-
kind of shit, you know?
No.
Right?
No,
I couldn't
he's
put him
grown
in
up
Yeah.
28 countries.
extremely wealthy.
I mean, unless
and-
you're
and
And love.
unless you're born
Yes.
into that situation,
Or
and that's
where
all
you
that
at.
really matters is that he was loved,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
As long as they love the shit out of him, it doesn't matter how rich or poor you are. It's just
It
as
just
long as they
was-
can.
He just got a better
it
upbringing.
was
than
just
some
a
of us.
bonus.
Yeah.
Wild to
Yeah.
see.
You were fucking multimillionaires.
Wild to see the video of
God
me
damn it, my
before
parents! Why did you give me
21,
away to fucking
and I'm-
these people? Bullshit.
Wild to see me before I'm 21. I can't even drink. And I have tears rolling.
You look like
I'm
a baby
holding,
in that picture.
I'm holding a newborn
I've seen the video.
that I know I'll never hold again.
Yeah.
You know? And
But you have, I'm sure you've hugged
oh
them.
yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
to see
That's
that
insane.
and grow up with that, knowing that your dad like loved you.
Yeah.
But
Had to have
knew,
been pretty cool for him to actually see that at some point when he was 18. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
right?
right?
Pretty
To
cool.
know that it wasn't just a fucking whim
This
that he's
was
just like,
sought
yeah.
out, thought about, contemplated
Yeah.
decision, and we made the best decision for him.
So
And
the
I'm
funny
100%
part of
obviously
the
he knows
story is we saw one couple, really liked them, ended up going with another couple because something happened. That couple adopted a different kid,
baby.
named him Sam. His name was also Sam Weiss.
So they're both
and
Sam
him
Weiss.
and Sam Weiss were in class together.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So
They
my
were-
son would
What
oftentimes
is the coincidence of that?
I don't
1 in fucking 60
Weird.
billion? Are
They're
you
both named
fucking
Weiss. They were
I'm
not
serious.
related in
Lottery
any way,
ticket.
shape, or form. So it's two separate families. They were not related
What?
at all.
Yeah.
And they ended up with the same.
That is
same kid name.
bizarre.
Oh yeah, real bizarre.
Yeah, but
Both
Sam,
adopted.
Sam talks about going over to Sam's house and hanging out at their house, and he was like, and finding out later in life that he could have lived. That
is
could have been his life. He's
weird.
like,
Yeah.
I don't think I could have been a basketball player. He said he could have been a basketball player or something like that. Yeah, it was crazy.
Very
What the
cool.
fuck?
It's
Dude,
weird.
that's insane.
It is.
Clay.
All right. We are going to try drink 6, which is a new product called Southern Tier. It is it's a variety pack. The flavors are Citra Fog, India Pale Ale, Double IPA, Smooth Rider, and Lakeshore Fog. It's
you see how small my shot is?
4.8%. And it comes in a 15 pack for $21.99. I believe. Yeah, 15 pack. So this is the Smooth Rider. I liked the name.
Okay, yeah,
So,
I like it. Cheers,
Cheers,
my friends.
guys.
Get it,
Give us
get it
a
out,
whirl.
don't mess my hair up.
You don't drink beer. Ever.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I don't like IPAs.
It's hoppy.
Yeah, it is.
I think
hoppy
it's
as fuck.
pretty good. Actually.
You like it?
But my taste
I'll
is
drink
weird.
a Coors Light if I'm really thirsty, but
Or
I won't
desperate.
drink anything else.
Have I ever seen you drink beer?
No.
What do you
don't think
normally
so.
drink?
Amaretto Cokes.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Vodka
Strawberry,
lemonade.
twisted tea raspberries.
Oh, yes. Twisted teas.
The
those.
strawberry
No.
watermelon
like
Mike's
tea.
Hard Lemonade.
Okay.
Jenny fucking,
What else do I
she's
drink?
with Twisted Tea. Paige.
I really like
Oh, yep.
kamikazes.
She'll,
Kamikaze.
she'll usually
like the
drink a
shots.
little bit, but when she catches the buzz, she's done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Cuts it down.
I've seen her
Shut it
drunk in 20 years, probably.
Florida.
A dozen times.
A
at
dozen,
most.
you think? Yeah.
He didn't even think that. He thought maybe like
I
5.
thought 5 or 6. Yeah.
Half a dozen times, fine.
And
I don't
I've been
normally
drunk
drink.
half a dozen
IPA
times this
drinker,
month.
So
I
give
do know
about
that
a
in the
5.
last 5 years, you've seen me drunk quite a bit. Birthday shenanigans weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love shenanigans.
I wouldn't take her out.
We were at a tractor pull in Alumina. Oh, I can't have
Almond?
Almond.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was my friend's birthday weekend, and we were drinking.
Oh, they were rowdy.
And we were rowdy. And we're like, let's go up and party!
Yes.
And he's like, no.
Well, we're going to a place where I knew probably 50 people.
Yep.
And I'm like, I am not bringing you there.
That's
Oh
Amaretto
my
Valley.
god, that is funny.
And she stayed.
No, I went in the bed because he was in the bed. He's like, I ain't going anywhere with you. I went and laid in the camper in the bed, and then I was like, you're so stupid. Like we wasn't arguing. I was
Yeah.
like, I just want to go party.
Yeah.
And then I fell asleep.
I
And
told
he
her,
took
go
off.
party.
Dude, that's how every woman is.
Goes. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he
right?
took off with my best friend, and she acted a fool,
Oh, big time.
big time. And then
Credit carded like a 14-year-old boy.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh.
the next day she was paying for it, and I was okay.
Yeah.
I was okay. The Florida trip, I was.
You were drunk? Yeah.
There's been a few times where I've had way too much, but not to the point where I can't remember the day or the night.
Never out.
Blackout.
No.
Never out.
I'm
Either.
alcoholic, so I get to that point where I'm like, ooh, I better cut back.
See, and I feel like I was always that way. And then something shifted with my brain or my chemistry or whatever within me where I wouldn't. And it was like almost like I'd hit a wall because I'd feel like I was fine.
Yeah.
And then boom, it was like somebody hit me with the drunk hammer and then I was just smashed. Like it wasn't like a gradual process anymore.
Yeah,
It's
just a flip of a switch and your lights out or blackout or fucking autopilot.
It used to be that way. Oh yeah, I'd feel like a little buzzy, so that I'd cut back.
Yeah.
As I got older, and like I said, I don't know what changed within me, but then suddenly it was just like bam, I got hit, and then I don't remember shit. I don't remember anything.
Yeah, me, I don't know. I got to the point where I was coming home every day and drinking.
Oh,
in the last couple of years, and then I think in the last year I just stopped drinking only because I grew up with an alcoholic and I have alcoholics in my family. I was like, I'm getting to that point where I don't like myself because I was coming home every day and drinking, and then they would go to bed at night and I would continue to drink, and it wasn't to get drunk, it was just to get relaxed enough to go to sleep because I couldn't sleep at night.
And that's such a bad habit to get into.
And I was doing it every single day, and we've been together for 20 some years, and I think since COVID, alcohol has become a part of my life. I never drank when Haley was growing up because I felt like she was my responsibility. She's always my responsibility. I had to make sure that she was safe and protected, and I couldn't do that being drunk or under the influence of anything. So I was always sober. And then in the last 5 years, I was just like, screw it.
No.
She's old enough now. I don't gotta fucking babysit.
A year ago, I got to the point where I was like, I can see the signs of where I was going, and I was like, I don't want to be that way. So, and plus, because of the allergies that I have, like, my face starts to turn bright red, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, she's been drinking!" Like you can tell I was drinking.
Oh yeah.
And so,
especially in
my neck, my chest, and my face turns bright red. So I
From all alcohol or just
select
certain things?
Select ones.
Okay.
Like Fireball. Obviously, I can't have that one at all because that was when we.
What is it? Just whiskey or?
It might be just whiskey. I don't know because I've drank like the.
They feel like you should do some research.
Well,
yeah.
I need you to experiment with some alcohol.
But like it's random alcoholic drinks, so like
Me
I'll
too.
have a cocktail here and there. I don't mind drinking, but it's just not something I want to do every day.
So when you were coming home every night drinking, what were you drinking?
Twisted teas.
Okay.
Like straight up twisted teas.
Okay.
For a long time.
For probably 3 to 5 months, I would think.
Well, like how many a
That's
night?
a beer. Twisted tea is a beer.
I go through kicks though. Like I was drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade, and I was drinking the strawberry ones, and then that started making my face
God,
break
you
out.
used
And
to
then I was
love that
drinking the
shit.
raspberry ones, and that started
And
making
I'm
me break
surprised
out.
the Mike's Hard Lemonade didn't mess with your stomach.
No.
That's why that usually messes
Well,
with
and you
everyone's
never
stomach.
break out, just redness.
Just get flushed.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just get really
Flush.
and I get
very
hot.
good.
Like
Yeah.
that moment where you're like, oh my
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
hold the hair.
Funny.
But yeah, now that I've cut back, I've noticed like when I do drink, the next day I'm like my head hurts.
Yeah.
Like extremely. Like the
Do
Saturday.
you have that anxiety? Drinking anxiety?
I don't think so.
No. Oh my God, I do.
Me, I
Saturday,
didn't.
What the fuck is that?
She,
Anxiety the next day after drinking? Oh, you've never had that?
I've never had anxiety
So
ever.
if you don't have it, then you don't know.
it's been a
But
few
if you have
times I
it-
didn't know what happened.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's
if you
that's
have
where I get.
anxiety and then
I just get blackout and then I'm like, fuck, what did I do? Who do I gotta
Well, there was
apologize
a
to?
point where I would
Yeah,
wake up
we're
the
gonna
next
have to
morning and I feel
go.
great after drinking. So there was
Let's
a point
check
where
my
I'd wake up the
phone.
next day and I
Who
feel
did I
great.
text?
Then I start moving and I start
Yeah.
and then I got sick.
Yeah.
But like the Saturday I had a couple drinks, he had a couple more drinks. And the next morning we both woke up with headaches, but mine has lingered. I still have a headache from Saturday. And all I had was
The
the
worst.
red cans of these. And
Two?
Two.
Holy
Of the
shit.
Monacos?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, did you?
I had 2 of them.
Okay.
And they gave me, yeah.
Huh.
I'd drink it again, though.
Because it's that good.
Let's talk real briefly about your motorcycle accidents. So you've said a little bit, not on camera, but on
Somewhat.
camera.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know if we were going to talk about that. I probably shouldn't have.
It's okay.
No, we're okay.
So Chris was recently in May
May 9th.
9th, in a very bad motorcycle accident, not far from his house, from your guys' house, half a mile from your house.
Yeah.
Bring us back to that day, what you can remember of what you were doing.
I remember the whole day almost.
Yeah. So what were you doing?
So I
that
took
day?
the day off to do a job interview. And I went to job interview.
But you were also prepping tractors.
Yep, and I had to prep tractors because we're pulling.
Yep.
Well, I went to job interview and after...
So you were interviewing it for a different job.
Yep.
Okay.
And my bosses knew because it was way closer. It was in Rogers. Well, I went there and looked and I was like, I'm not going there.
Okay.
So I told them that. Like, nah, I'll be back Monday.
Yep.
And they're like, cool, you know? So then I left there and I shot a woodchuck, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And
So was this on a Friday?
It was on a Friday.
Okay.
What kind
So
of gun?
Colton came home from school and they were in the house and they came out of the house, and this is from him that day. Basically, there was a woodchuck up by our house.
big one.
A really big one. And he was able to go into the shop and get our air rifle. I don't
Yeah.
BB gun
Yeah.
rifle or whatever, and he loaded it, and the woodchuck slowly went out to the tree fort, which was like across the driveway. We have a bigger driveway, and he shot the woodchuck from the front end of a vehicle.
And he jumped off the tree.
And he jumped
fort,
off the tree fort because it's on a
which is very high.
It's a ledge, so there's a drop off. Yeah, literally.
I
tree
was
fort
like,
is on
holy
a
cow,
platform.
man.
He's just like, fuck this, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm going out on my terms, motherfucker.
And a couple hours later, they seen birds flying in the sky above something in the field, and they were like, "Oh, let's go check it out." And they found the woodchuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take over.
No,
the
you're
story.
good.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fine.
Yeah, so they took pictures and sent them off.
Then I was prepping to go,
Probably our
pulling,
camper and
and some friends came over. I think I had 2, maybe a third beer, but no dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Then I hopped on a slow
What
bike.
time of day was it?
Right before 8:00 at night.
Oh, so it was evening. Okay.
Yep. And I hopped on a 50 horsepower bike, not a fast one.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a lot of fast ones. Didn't hop on that and took out the easy bike. And
So where were you going?
we were going to get a pack of smokes for the guy I was with.
Okay. So you were riding with somebody else. Like
Yep.
there's 2 bikes.
Yep.
And so you were just riding with him to go get smokes.
Yep.
Okay.
And somebody else was coming back over, I think.
So someone was over that we were going to be spending the weekend with. He was over, and we were talking about prepping the camper because we were going to go camping. And we weren't sure if we were going to go that night or the next morning because it was going to take a couple loads.
Sure.
Like he had the tractors attached to his truck. The truck is the one that pulls the 5th wheel. We would have to rotate things around and leave, basically. And that was kind of the plan, was to get everything situated that night. Like there was no intent for him to take off on the motorcycle. There was no, it was not pre-planned trip at all for him to take off.
So what made you decide to go ride with this guy to go? Because you don't smoke, so.
I'm not sure.
Just,
I don't remember. But
just said I'll ride with you.
we
I
got
feel like it would be a
It was
buddy thing.
It literally was a beautiful night. It was one of the nicer nights in May that we had.
So it's like you're not going to let your buddy go by yourself. And like you just said, it's a nice night. So any excuse to hop on a bike, you're going to do it. So
then
whether you
people
smoke
that
or not
were
or-
behind me thought that when I went into my lane, I had looseness in the back.
Okay.
So I live in the gravel pits. No.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
They assumed that there might have been some gravel on the road.
Yeah,
But we're not putting any blame on
I'm not.
anybody.
Yeah, and
And it
I'm
could have
not
been
sure.
something
But I actually went all the way in the ditch, so I went over 3 lanes and went into the ditch, and I tried to get on the roadway, but there was a lip.
Oh,
So
I know all
couldn't-
about the fucking lips.
I couldn't get up on there, so a lady
Driving
slowed
semis,
way
they'll
down.
they make you whip.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Oh, yeah.
aggressive.
So a
They
lady
scare me.
slowed
So
way
you
down.
suddenly, you weren't going fast. You were just
I
regular
would
speed.
probably hit the ditch at 65.
They are saying
Probably
70,
70
75.
maybe 75.
Okay, but that's
officer.
169.
So basically, the
Yeah.
speed limit
The
at
speed limit.
169.
Everybody's speed that they go, not
Correct.
the speed limit, but the speed
Right.
that everybody travels.
Dude, I
on
go
the
in the
roads.
morning, people are doing like fucking 85.
Oh yeah.
I get
100%.
run over
Imagine
doing
living
70.
off the highway.
Yeah.
We live right off the highway.
Fuck all that.
You take a chance
Yeah,
every time you
fuck.
cross the highway.
So I seen the lady behind me slow down, and apparently I cut into instead of trying to make it on the roadway,
Yeah.
I tried to go that way. She said I had my front wheel off the ground.
Oh.
So my
Wheelied onto the
front
highway.
wheel wheelied onto the road, but when my back had hit that lip is kind of what took me out.
So were you trying to? A lady in front of you was stopping suddenly.
No,
Someone
behind me.
Oh.
Yep. And actually that woman, I think she's the one that held my head.
I
No?
don't know. Multiple people stopped.
Dude, the
Multiple
way-
people called 911.
The
A
way,
woman held my head between her thighs, and
And
I
this
was
is what we've been
bleeding
told.
out. Yep. And she held my head until an officer, they were about ready to send me. An officer had a TheraBand. What is that called?
I don't
Workout
remember.
TheraBand.
Okay.
Because he hurt his
Oh,
forearm.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it's
What is
like
that
a-
called? A tourniquet.
No.
Tourniquet.
No?
Tourniquet
He
will
kind
block
of was
the blood.
working his arm because
Oh.
he had a
He had it
damage.
on his
Some kind of
own
medical
arm.
No, he had to strap something to use it. And they actually put that around my head after a woman had held me
Fuck.
between her
Jesus
thighs
Christ.
for a long time. And that's how they sent me an ambulance.
Oh.
Yep.
So
After
the
they called off
ambulance-
a
so
life
just-
flight.
You were at home.
I was at home. I watched him take off. I said it was a bad idea.
So how-
he didn't hear me, but he.
How long after this happened that were you even notified?
Okay, so
Weren't you there before he...
I
all that, the
knew
sirens?
So I was in the yard playing with the dog when I watched him take off, and
Yeah.
I turned around and I was playing with the dog, trying to deal with something like Colton coming home or whatever. I was
Mhm.
trying to figure that out, and then within minutes, I was
Okay.
telling him that
Yeah.
I heard sirens.
Oh, fuck.
And I wasn't even like, we don't like, we have a bigger yard, but I
Mhm.
wasn't far from where I turned around to go and play with the dog. And I turned around and I heard sirens and I was like, oh fuck. And I went to
This
the
is
front
too-
We hear
yard.
sirens all the time.
We hear sirens all the time, but this time
This
it
is
was
too
different.
quick. Yeah,
It
it's too
was
quick.
Too quick, and like I heard the sirens coming down, like coming north, and then I heard them turn around, and that was like, okay, he just left. And then I like walked up to the front yard, and they were already shutting down the highway. And I watched 2 squads. I watched an ambulance, and then I watched the fire truck. And I like ran out to the intersection in this whole time watching all this happen.
Mhm.
And I ran out to the intersection. I was like, was it a motorcycle accident? And the officer, I don't know if she was an officer or a reserve or whatever. She was like, go home. And I was like, no, I need to know, was it a motorcycle accident? And she was like, no, you need to go back to your house. And I turned around and I looked at my neighbor, and he was out mowing his lawn, and he threw his hands up and he called me and he goes, get on your 4-wheeler and get your ass over here. And we're going to go see if
Yeah.
it's him.
I'd have been like, bitch, my husband just left the
Well,
house.
I didn't
She
wanna, like,
rides
I
a
didn't-
motorcycle. I want to know fucking...
I didn't want to like
Right.
interfere because it might not have been him. It could have been anything.
I don't know. I
And
wouldn't
so-
have given a fuck. I'd have been like, hey, he left. He was on a motorcycle. Is it a motorcycle? Just
How
tell
hard
me
is
yes.
it for
Yeah.
you to just say it?
Yeah,
And I
right.
don't think they knew at that point. You know,
Maybe, yeah. Who knows? She could have just drove her to the scene, been like, hey, Rook, fucking stand here. Fucking don't talk to no one. Don't let no one in.
right?
You know, you don't know.
So basically, Colton was on his way home from getting his hair done because our friend does hair. And I had called her and I was like, I think my husband was in a motorcycle accident. You're going to have to take the back road to our house. And she's like, okay. And I was like, got on the 4-wheeler, grabbed our neighbor, went out to the highest point, couldn't see shit. And as soon as I popped the 4-wheeler in reverse, I got the phone call. And it wasn't from EMS. It wasn't from the police. It wasn't from anybody. It was from the person that was riding with him. Told me, he's like, have they called you yet? And I was like, what the fuck are they supposed to call me? Like, what the fuck? Is my husband been in an accident? He goes, yes, and it's bad. And I don't know. And I was like, I don't remember what I said to him after that. All I know is I put my 4-wheeler in forward and started heading to the intersection that the officer was at. And I talked to a different officer and I said, it's my fucking husband. And his face went, and they didn't realize I lived there. They just thought I was on a 4-wheeler, came up.
Yeah.
And he was like, stay right there. I'm going to get as much information as I possibly can. And then I turned around and my friend that was bringing Colton home, I already knew it was him. She saw me, I saw her, and I just fell. Like, it's that moment that you find out that your love of your life is, you don't know.
You don't know.
And then
you have no idea if he's even alive at this point.
I had no clue. Like, all I know is that I saw sirens, I saw the ambulance, I saw all the emergency people, and all I could do was be like, what the fuck? And basically from there, I couldn't talk, basically.
Yeah.
Just fucking collapsed.
You just go numb, I feel like.
I did. I basically went numb.
Yeah.
My friend asked what she could do, and I said, just call my daughter. And then Haley showed up. And
So at what point was the first time that you got to see him then?
in the emergency room.
So they got him
that night, day later.
That night. So the officers told me, they immediately said, it doesn't look good. We need you to brace yourself. You cannot drive yourself to the hospital. We need someone to drive you there. In that time frame, someone had called my daughter and told her to come to the house. My friend went and got my truck and we started to drive to the hospital. And I called the hospital to see if he had been a patient yet. And they were like, nope, we don't have him here. I'm like, okay. So split second, we made it to an intersection. I told my friend to turn left instead of turning right. And she's like, okay. And we went through the gravel pits to our friend's house that lives right off of the highway. And I called him. I said, I'm trying to get to your house. My husband was in the accident in front of your house. And he's like, what? Scuba. And he came out of the house. He embraced me, gave me a hug, and was like, I'll figure this shit out. And he literally had just gotten off work, had his slides on his feet, and he ran through the yard, through the ditch. And I stood by the side of the highway, and he walked down the highway to his motorcycle and was like this to the cops. And the cops you can hear the cops screaming, get off the highway, get off the highway, get off the highway. And he's like, I have this guy's wife on the side of the highway up here. And then they came and talked to me and told me everything. And I talked to them.
He was gone by this time.
Yeah, he was already, they had already taken off. They had told me that they had canceled Life Flight, that EMS had picked him up and took him.
What the fuck?
It was a grab and go. I believe that when the officers arrived on the scene, they knew exactly who he was. They immediately grabbed him up and took off with him because they knew. They brought him to Mercy, and all I could do was, people were messaging me and calling me, and I just couldn't talk. And all I put on Facebook was, Chris was in a really bad motorcycle. We're heading to Mercy. And that blew up everything.
Yeah.
Did they say,
I've never seen that.
Did they say why they canceled the Life Flight?
Because he wasn't going to make it with the Life Flight.
They didn't know if Life Flight was going to make it in time.
So they just took off with him.
30 minutes.
So they thought that the ambulance would be faster?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
They also thought I might not make it.
Yeah, they also thought he wasn't going to make it at all.
And that was like a dozen cops.
Yeah.
We've had many come to our house.
Yeah.
And
just be like, fuck, dude, I don't know how
all
you're
of
still
them
alive.
can't believe I'm here. Yeah.
I had, when I was in the hospital, broke my neck in 2 spots. And they're like, I don't know how you're still walking. And they're like, I'm like, I don't know. He's like, every nurse I had, they're like, every person I've ever treated with I think it was like L3 and 4. Yeah, they're like, they've all been paralyzed.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's kind of the story with my brain
just
doctor.
Someone's work watching out for you. Or
So when
covering
I got to the hospital,
don't drive faster than your fucking guardian angels, right?
When I was driving a slow bike, the slowest one.
But when
Maybe
I got
that's
to the
why you were on that
hospital-
one, so they could keep up.
Yeah. So when I got to the hospital, they basically told us everything that was going on with me. And in that moment, I couldn't retain everything. I was retaining it, but I wasn't able to communicate it back to people.
Because I feel like when I first read it, it didn't seem like it was that bad or that serious, you know?
That's kind of what, I don't want to say that's what we were portraying to people,
Mm-hmm.
but it was what we were portraying. Like, we were just saying these are the injuries and this is what we know.
Yep.
And it wasn't like, we didn't want people to be like, oh my God.
Yeah, I never thought until after the fact that it was ever like touch and go, life threatening.
Right.
I thought, because I remember thinking, why is he still in the hospital? You think, because I didn't think it was that serious.
Well, I
you know?
rode not quite 30 years, but dang near.
Yeah.
I mean, I have hundreds of thousands of miles riding. I work for many bike shops.
He's got so much
Rode all
experience on a
kinds.
motorcycle. He's crashed many times. Many times he's crashed. This was, he tells us now, he's like, don't use your head to stop. My best suggestion is not to use your face to stop.
Do you have a helmet
Probably a
on?
good idea.
No, I didn't, but lately I've been wearing a helmet.
I was gonna say I've crashed a motorcycle once, and I had a helmet on, and it's like I haven't rode with a. Whenever I ride my Harley, never ride with a helmet on. But it's like the older I get, the more I'm like, maybe I should put one of these fucking fuckers on.
Right now, she makes me wear a helmet, and they want me to wear a helmet for a year.
Because you're
Well,
not allowed to have another brain injury.
We'll see what
You're not
happens.
allowed.
We'll see what happens.
and done,
after.
You're limited. No more brain injuries.
Well,
for the
one
next
day
year.
I forgot. I
And you
think,
did crash a
and
mini
my
bike.
daughter tattled on me.
Well, and no,
No.
I said, did you put your helmet on? You're like, I don't know. I don't think so. And I was like, you tattled on your own self.
Okay.
But yeah, it was like, there was a lot of stuff we withheld from the public, only because we have so many people that know us.
Right.
And,
Well, and
and
that's
I didn't need
you're
everybody
right. Yeah, you
giving their
don't.
2 cents on what we should do. And you know.
Oh God, the internet's gonna give it to you whether you want it or
I
not.
know.
I feel like, Katie, I feel
Hey,
like you
is
are
this a
such
Coors
strong
Light?
person,
Put it on the
though,
internet.
like,
Nope.
I kept thinking that throughout the whole thing. And maybe it was just me, you know, kind of being where you were at that point in time. Like, she's being so strong, and you know, she's got this car show that they've got to do, and her husband's in the hospital.
I didn't do anything for the car show. Just so you're aware.
But you know, I feel like
Sometimes you just have to keep moving.
yes,
You just have to keep moving forward because other people count on you. And it's not just about me and my emotions or him and his situation. It was about making sure that other people get what they need.
Yeah.
And that's the type of person I am. I'm a giving person in that way.
But I do feel like you are strong. Like, you're strong-willed, you know, and kudos to both of you for surviving this, you know, because I feel like
I didn't know 5 weeks went by. So.
yeah. He was
Oh, you mean
sleeping.
4 days ago? Perfect.
He wasn't sleeping. He just wasn't aware of the situation that was going on for 6 weeks.
I thought I was in an accident, but I didn't know what.
At what point did he wake up? Like, because you kept saying, we kept telling him you were in a motorcycle accident.
So he woke up on the 20th of May, but he was not aware of what was going on.
So the accident was the 9th, and it wasn't until the 20th.
That he was responding to everything.
Fuck.
We went through the whole Mercy process. He got released from Mercy, went to Abbott, Northwest, in Minneapolis. And he was there for less than 2 weeks. I think it was 12 days total.
I remember that.
Abbott. In the process of him being at Abbott, they reduced some of the medication and he became more aware of what was going on. And that's when he was like, oh,
so then
6 weeks has gone by.
Then where did he go after Abbott?
After Abbott, he came home.
Oh, okay.
He was...
So the majority of the time he was in Mercy.
The majority of the time he was in Mercy.
Yeah.
So basically he got released from Mercy on June 9th and he came home from Abbott on the 23rd of June.
Okay.
So he was a force to be reckoned with. He told the doctors exactly what he wanted, and he wasn't.
Well, I was
no
going to have my
answer.
boys come grab me out of there.
He wanted to leave the hospital whether they liked it or not.
Yeah,
That sounds about right.
I had probably been off of good drugs for like a day, and they were wheeling me through.
Thanks for that.
And a guy was like, hey, how are you? I'm like, I'm leaving this place. And he's like, what are
You're
you
like,
doing?
fuck this place, I'm out.
I'm like, as soon as I'm done with this meeting, I'm calling a bunch of alpha sterile dudes I know.
Soon as
They're
I'm done with this meeting.
gonna come here and get me, and I'm gonna go home. And he was like, well, I'm your doctor, and I was hoping to meet with you tomorrow. I'm like, I won't be here tomorrow. Yeah, and he's like,
That
well,
is so
legally I
funny.
can't stop you.
Dude, so that's-
But like, I'm like, I am leaving tonight.
Oh
and
my
he's
God,
like,
you're funny.
I guess I'm
What the
meeting you
fuck?
afterwards. He goes, what do you want? And I said I wanted,
You wanted to stay busy, basically.
yeah, I
Because
wanted,
they were doing like 3-hour sessions with him in physical therapy. and
no,
occupational therapy.
3 half-hour
Yeah,
sections.
3 half-hour sessions.
A day.
Where they were telling us that he was going to get like up to 6 hours of therapy a day. Like he would be in therapy all day, basically, occupational, physical, speech,
Fuck.
or keeping him
But
busy.
they were going to
But
do
they were-
3 half hours.
But they only did like a few.
So I
And he
told
was like,
them,
fuck this place, I'm out.
so I told them you got to do 9 to 12 a day.
Yep.
And something else I told them. Oh, I couldn't have limited movement
Yeah,
because they wouldn't let me walk to the bathroom because I had a broken leg. But I was walking to
I
the
was gonna ask you,
bathroom.
what bones were broken?
In my ankle. So the ankle goes down. There's a pin in it.
Yep.
The bottom of my ankle blew
That was
out.
the only broken bone?
I dislocated my shoulder,
Okay.
and I had 2 herniated discs
Oh, I got
in the
some of
back,
them.
and then 19 staples
Oh,
on
he
my
did
skull.
he fractured his skull.
Yeah,
But that's not
obviously.
yeah.
There are
Yeah.
a couple of those too. Only 4, not 19.
So
Yeah.
he fractured his skull, had
that's
the
a
brain
lot.
bleed. He had 19 staples on the opposite side. He had an abrasion on his forehead, on his nose. He had abrasions on his
Oh, yeah, a
hands
bunch
and
of 'em.
knees. It wasn't like a major abrasion, but when we walked in the emergency room, I do remember them saying he does not have any internal injuries, and we are thankful for that. He
Thank
does have a
God.
brain bleed,
Fuck.
but we will do that.
That's like Bo. He fucking broke his leg, and then that fucker's out there. He doesn't even have a cast on it. He's no crutches, just
It was
walking.
the particular bone that he broke, I guess, that
That they don't
said,
need?
Yeah, I
That's
guess.
fucked up.
That's
Weird.
funny though, but like for 6 weeks, he was in a walking boot,
Yeah.
in a cast, like not a cast, but a walking boot.
Yep.
In a
Right,
hospital
right.
bed. You would think after 6 weeks his bone was healed.
Yeah.
But they're at Abbott, they're like, well, he can't walk around on that walking boot. I'm like, can we get an orthopedic doctor in here to
Yeah.
tell us that he doesn't?
I'm peeing one
Someone
day,
who
and they're
knows.
like, I
Someone
can't
knows
believe you
Yeah.
walked in there.
We were literally cleared at Mercy for him to like stand up without assistance, but there was assistance in the room because he was wobbly. But like they weren't like, oh, you can't walk on that. But then when we got to Abbott, they were like, no, the doctor's orders say this, and Haley had to advocate for him.
You're like, I don't
Be
give a
no,
fuck.
no. Go back
walk.
to your orthopedic doctor
Right.
notes because he's cleared to stand and walk on his foot without assistance. But yeah, they weren't really listening.
Nope, and I was willing to go home. Like I
Well,
told
yeah.
them, like you don't
Oh,
want to
dude.
fuck
I
with
was like,
these
no,
dudes.
you can't come home. I'm not ready for you yet.
These guys are coming
That's
to
how
get
it
me
is.
tonight.
You're in a hospital. I
Don't get
care.
lively with them.
You will do anything to get the fuck out of a hospital.
All I do is call them up and tell them I needed to go.
So
They would have
fucking
been there.
one day you're sitting there riding your bike, right?
Yeah.
You fucking eat shit. You're in the hospital. What's the next thing you remember doing then? Like,
I just
obviously
remember,
it was.
I
What,
remember waking
5-6
up.
weeks.
Yep, I remember waking up from drugs.
Yep.
And I saw my phone, and 5 weeks went by. I
You
didn't
like
know.
5,000 messages.
I
You're
thought
like,
I thought a night maybe.
shit,
had
what
went
happened
by.
last night?
That's
What did I
crazy.
So I
Why
called
am I in
my
this room?
I called my boss.
You're like,
who's-
how drunk did I get? Who did I piss off? I gotta
So,
explain this to all these
I
people.
called my boss, who I've known like 30 years, and he's not the softest fellow, but he would be he's a very good friend.
Right.
But he's usually not soft.
Right.
He was very soft with me on the phone.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
was like,
obviously you're this.
ah.
Why you?
so I called his boss, and neither one had told me 5 weeks went by.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They basically were like, he was like, yeah, I don't know why I'm in the hospital. I have a broken leg.
I'll be in
I'll be
Friday.
in on Friday.
What the fuck?
That is funny.
What's funny is
Yeah.
the whole time, like I've been communicating with this HR lady, obviously,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
his
yeah.
employer, and they all knew
Right,
what was
right,
going on,
right,
but they
right.
weren't going to tell him. 'Cause
Right.
They were like, he has a brain injury. Maybe he has no clue what's going on.
Holy fuck. 5
'Cause
weeks
they
go
didn't
by, they're like,
understand
yeah, don't worry about it. I'll be in fucking Monday.
I told him I'd be there by Friday.
What the fuck, bud?
All right, so our last drink is Cutwater.
Oh, yes.
This is
don't
a
know
peppermint white Russian. So
Oh,
this is
White Russian.
13%
Oh
alcohol.
boy.
Not
Have
a-
you ever had Cutwaters?
I have.
They're very strong.
They're very good.
Yeah, and they're
not
so
a fan
good.
of peppermint, but white. Did you say White Russian?
Peppermint white Russian.
Wow, it's really milky.
really pepperminty.
Oh my god, that's like peppermint bonbon.
Mm-hmm.
Numb.
I
Wow,
could do
it's
without the
pretty good.
peppermint, but otherwise, it is fantastic.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
like
Like
peppermint ice
I
cream?
don't like
Now,
peppermint.
well, peppermint schnapps, fucking Goldschlager, the shit that I got
Numb.
blackout,
That
fucking
was
white
pretty
girl
good.
wasted
That's
off
I
of.
did drink it.
delicious. Good. Yeah, I really like that.
I really like this drink.
That reminds me of peppermint bonbon ice cream.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah,
wrap
you're
things
right.
up.
Already?
Already, I know. Maddie's gotta
For
go.
fuck's sakes.
Maddie's gotta go. She's gotta put her kids to bed.
Crib midgets.
Let's see. I'm gonna
They
do
can put
some.
themselves to bed, right?
Yeah,
Where's drink 8?
we don't have a drink eight.
Yeah, we do. It says it
I
right
know. Apparently we don't. Yeah.
Things will
Don't
get
lie to me. I
lively.
can see it on the fucking blue sheets.
Blueprints.
Yeah, Shannon didn't come up
It's
with that.
highlighted.
There's nothing there.
It's in yellow. I can see it.
All right, real quick. Some rapid fire questions.
Oh.
Who is most likely to forget an anniversary but plan an epic makeup surprise? You can just point at each other, point at yourself.
Probably me.
We should be able to guess.
No, because
Let's guess too. We should guess.
I
would say him.
So we got married on
fuck,
10/10/09, and for a long time I thought it was 10/9/9.
That never happens.
This is what I'm dealing with, man.
Okay,
Lucky.
It was only 1 year.
who's most likely to start a fight on vacation?
Like a real fight or a fight with
I
each
feel
other?
like she'd
Oh,
be
each
white
other.
girl wasted. So
Let's start with a fight with each other.
Probably me.
I was gonna
Probably
say,
you.
I would guess Katie.
Yeah.
I want to go sit on the beach.
Who's more likely to befriend the neighbors within 24 hours?
Me.
Yeah.
Mr. Social Butterfly.
Yeah, right. Anything
Me, I could
social.
go
I
years
feel like
without meeting the neighbors.
I'd be helping somebody within
I still
hours.
don't know half my neighbors.
that's how I am.
Who's more likely to cry at a commercial?
Probably me.
Yeah,
You're
probably.
not a crier, though.
There's
Yeah,
certain
German.
ones that just pull at me.
Yeah.
He would actually. You know what?
It depends on if it would be the right one, though.
So if there's leftovers in the fridge, who's the most likely to eat it?
Him.
Oh my gosh. That's all I got. So, what a fun podcast tonight, you guys. Thank
Yeah.
you so
We had more time.
much. I know.
Yeah, right?
Too. We've
That's
been
how
here
it
over
always
3
goes.
hours, though. We started early, too. So,
Right.
I want to
You work
maybe we
tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, maybe we need a part 2.
We can do a part 2.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be a part 3 in
Yep.
this.
I want to thank everybody for watching Beer, Booze, and BS. Don't forget to hit subscribe on YouTube. There's a new episode that comes out every Thursday night at 9 p.m. We are also available to listen to on all the major podcast stations. Thank you, Chris and Katie. What a pleasure. So much fun. And the entire Hoodlum organization. There were several of them here today.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the amazing things that you guys do for the
Good work out of you
community.
guys.
And
It's all him.
tell everyone how they can
It kind of was.
tell everyone how they
For a
can
long
donate to
time.
Hoodlum.
So if you go to our website, hoodlumnonprofit.org, there's a donate link right on the front
And
page.
we will write that
Yeah.
the actual video
Okay.
as well.
We
but-
also do PayPal, Venmo. We have a PO box. It's PO Box 152 in Elk River, Minnesota 55330. You can drop checks in the mail for us.
these are legit people, like legit.
Yeah.
They don't take a penny out of this foundation for themselves. And
Never have.
Every 100% of the money goes to the people.
The legit fucking definition of
And
nonprofit.
it's not easy to get
Yes.
money. It really isn't. It's a
Right.
lot of hard work because we do a lot of different events and stuff to raise money. So
Good people. Thank you both for being here
Yeah,
so
thank you.
much.
Yeah.
What a fun podcast. All right.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Peace out.
Oi, oi.